we go online. We go online. So, hello everyone. We are in the FIA International Festival of Accordion, and we are so happy to be here. That is our 4th day of speaking in English. That's supposed to be in Chile, and we must speak in Spanish. Okay, bienvenidos al 4º día del Festival FIA, Festival Internacional del Acordeón, año 2024. Estamos ya en la región del Maule, estamos aquí en la ciudad de San Javier. Yo me encuentro en un café aquí en San Javier para realizar la entrevista a Marianne de la ATG, de la Asociación de Profesores y Guías de Acordeón de Chicago. Yo tuve la fortuna de conocerlos a ellos, a toda esta asociación de Estados Unidos, durante la ATG World Cup, durante julio de este año. Y vamos a presentarles entonces con mucho gusto a Marianne Covone. She is the first time in Chile, online this way, this time, but we are happy to have her here. We're going to change to English now to make the interview in English, and some parts of that I'm going to translate to Spanish. We receive, bienvenida por primera vez entonces, Marianne, gracias por ser parte de FIA 2024. So Marianne, thanks to be part of 2024, the FIA. We are so happy to have you here. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. And thank you so much for this invitation. Delighted to be here with you.
Yes, we are super happy, and thanks for waiting for that interview. You know, when you organize something, you need to think in all the things, and we have things live, like things online, interviews, lectures, concerts, and all is in different cities, different towns. So we are traveling. It's so very itinerant, and also it's so exhausting. But in that moment, we are going to talk, and that is nice because people can know you and can know the work of the ATP, la Asociación de Profesores y Guías de Estados Unidos. Le doy la bienvenida a Marianne y vamos a empezar la entrevista sabiendo sus inicios del acordeón. So now we want to know how you start with accordion, and you read in your biography that you are a lawyer, no?
I am an attorney, and I started, did you just ask me how I started on the accordion? Was that what you said?
Yes, how you start with accordion.
Okay.
We want to know the history about that.
So it's a funny story. It's not what you would expect, but I wanted to play the piano, and my parents could not afford a piano. So I'm very Italian, and you know, every Italian family has an accordion somewhere in a closet or whatever. And so my Uncle Mike brought an accordion over, a little blue accordion that I fell in love with when I was 10 years old, and said, well, here, why don't you try this? And well, that was a lucky day for me. I certainly never put it down after that.
Wow. And how old was you?
I was 10. 10 years old.
10. So I'm going to translate the history. So Marianne viene de una familia italiana, y en toda familia italiana dice Marianne que hay un acordeón en alguna parte. Entonces cuando ella tenía 10 años compraron un acordeón, tenía un acordeón. You say your first accordion was blue, no?
Oh, it was blue, yes, little
Yeah.
blue accordion.
Y su primer acordeón fue azul, y dice que se acuerda perfectamente de ese día, que fue uno de los días más hermosos de su vida. So, and that was, I think, like 5 years ago. So, you start with accordion at 10, around 10.
Yes.
And where you study, you have the Italian teacher, or you was also in America? You're born in America, no?
No, I was certainly in the United States. My teacher probably was of Italian descent. He probably was. But, you know, I learned the basics from him, and certainly like to play little Italian tunes, you know, for my family and so forth. But my interest quickly developed in classical music. That happened really quickly.
So why you go to a classical music immediately? This is interesting. You have the possibility in the United States of studying like classical instrument, the accordion?
I have a bachelor's degree in accordion performance. from the University of Missouri in Kansas City, where I studied with Joanne Cochran Summers, who was world renowned, of course, for her teaching and her conducting. And
So, yes, sir.
yes.
So she was almost the first accordionist in the United States that recreated the classical way of study for have a bachelor.
So yeah, there were a couple of programs back then, but this was the only complete program at the University of Missouri. We studied not just solo work. We did have that. I mean, we had a class for 4 hours of credit for solo work, but we also had accordion ensemble. We had accordion orchestra, accordion arranging, accordion pedagogy. I mean, it was a complete program for the accordion, just as you would find for the piano or any other instrument. And I don't believe there was any other place in the United States where that was available other than Joanne Cochran Summers at the University of Missouri.
So we need to send special regards to Joanne Summers. Absolutely. Because she make a really great job.
Yeah.
With the accordion in the United States. That is super nice to know. It's like you're like a second generation, something like that, no?
Yes, I am. That's correct. Yes.
Okay. And how you? Yeah. Sorry.
She's a legend and a pioneer.
Yes, she is a live legend.
Yes, a living legend. That's correct. Yes.
Yeah, a living legend. Yes. So, voy a resumir un poquito. I will to resume a little bit. Joan empezó a estudiar en Kansas City, tiene un bachillerato en acordeón, en donde ellos estudian acordeón, estudian además otros ensambles de acordeón, orquesta de acordeón, cómo escribir para el acordeón, y ella estudió con Joan Summers, que cumplió este año 90 años, y por esa razón en la ATG organizó una World Cup en su ciudad, en Kansas City, y también tuvimos la fortuna de ser dirigidos por Joan Summers con las personas que viajamos a ese momento. Y Joan Summers prácticamente es la pionera en Estados Unidos en crear o en aceptar el acordeón al mundo clásico. Y vendría a ser Marianne, después de todos estos años estudiando con ella y estudiando acordeón, ella vendría a ser como ya una segunda generación. Ella estudió en la universidad, entonces ya en Estados Unidos existe la posibilidad de estudiar acordeón clásico hace bastantes años, como podemos ver. Y ahora vamos a continuar la entrevista, vamos a preguntarle cómo viene este desarrollo entonces del acordeón sobre los ensambles que tienen allá en Estados Unidos. So, now the question is like, so after that, you finish your work, you start to work in the accordion world, and you talk about ensemble of accordions and also orchestra of accordion. Can you explain what's the difference?
Sure. Well, an ensemble is a little smaller, of course. When I was in college, our orchestra was probably 60 members strong. And we rehearsed every Thursday night. And to this day, Joanne still conducts a rehearsal every Thursday night. And now it's
every Thursday.
Every Thursday night at 6:30. That has not changed since the time I was in college. And I still go there now. I have a small apartment in Kansas City so that I can go and rehearse with my colleagues from college. All of us have degrees in accordion performance. And but it's a smaller group. So the ensemble now is about anywhere from 7 to 10 members. But as you experienced, Joaquin, this summer, we had an orchestra of almost 90 accordions on the stage. And that was conducted by Joanne.
We're going to see that soon. Okay. We're going to see that soon. So we have for the performance for look that. So and how is the situation with that? All the people who play there in the orchestra, they make the bachelors, or they are like amateurs, or they are study private things. How you organize the big orchestra? Because I don't ask how many people study accordion like seriously in the university, like you made in Kansas. You took all that math with arrangements, ensemble, orchestra. How is the situation about the people recognizing the seriously studying the accordion?
I'm not sure I understood your question. Could you say that again?
No, my question will start really simple, and then I was thinking. I think I make more specific the question, but it's like the situation about the ensembles and the orchestras.
Yes.
And in the same way, is all people there are professionals, or are students, or they are people who love the accordion? That is the first question.
Well, all of the above, probably. So in Kansas City now, there is no, Joanne retired 20 years ago. And so there is no longer a college degree program here in the United States. That is one of my goals, to reinstitute that someplace, to get a college program going. But the people that go there now, most of us who do have a degree in accordion, I would say that group is a professional group. But now we have a group like here that I conduct in Chicago. These are lovers of the accordion. None of them are professionals, but they play very well, and we do lots of ensemble music. And my group here in Chicago is about 16 members, 16, 17 members, with a drummer, with percussion.
Six,
1/6.
16 members, that is with the percussion.
Yes, yes.
1/6, for being really clear. 1/6, no doubt. So, and as you say, we have the lucky of being the orchestra for 90 years for John Summers, 90 accordionists there. And I was so impressed that we have people, how I can say, with a lot of experience. They are really, I don't know how many years they have, but you have youngs also, and the orchestra was full of a lot of persons with different age, and I was super happy with that.
Yes.
Because normally when you go to, for example, to Europe, you see the orchestras that they are equal, like dance or kids or kindergarten orchestras, or I don't know, all people play the accordion, but we have that heterogeneous, I know this is the word, it's heterogeneous, different kind of age in the orchestra, and that is amazing because people can participate, you know. So that is the point of the orchestra. That I understand that when I was sitting there.
Yes.
And who was that experience with the 90 people to organize that big concert?
Oh, that was phenomenal. I mean, and I helped with the organizing of that, of course. But we were so fortunate. I mean, people came from all over because we were celebrating Joanne Summers' 90th birthday. And people came from all over the world, not just the United States, you know, and we had every level of player. I mean, not the very, very basic beginner, but anything from intermediate on up to professional. I mean, we had Michael Bridge played in the orchestra. You played in the orchestra. All of the university.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it was phenomenal that we had all of these guests.
And also Grayson Mayfield, Mirko Pacciarini.
That's right.
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
So it's incredible. I think it's good if we stop to talk about the orchestra, because audience here, don't say the FIA lovers, they want to see what is the orchestra.
Absolutely,
so we are talking about of 90 birthdays, Spanish, but Spanish. Estamos hablando del cumpleaños número 90 de Joan Summers. Joan Summers es una persona muy importante en Estados Unidos, quien revolucionó el acordeón hacia el mundo clásico y también en las orquestas de acordeones. Y para celebrar su cumpleaños se reunió una orquesta de 90 personas que participaron en esta orquesta. Y es justamente lo que estamos viendo ahora en el fondo. Ustedes alcanzan a ver que tenemos acá varios acordeonistas. Y la persona que está al centro es Joan Summers, que es la directora de este ensamble. Ella también trabaja en los arreglos. Y podemos ver también un grupo súper heterogéneo con personas de diferentes edades, adultos, adultos mayores, jóvenes. Yo también tuve la fortuna de estar tocando ahí, Mirko Patarini, Grayson Mayfield. Aquí a la esquina podemos ver a Marianne, que está ahí en la fila. Entonces vamos a escuchar a continuación una tremenda pieza que se le hizo en honor a su cumpleaños. Así que escuchamos a la HG Orchestra en Kansas City por el cumpleaños de Joan Summers. Se sirve un café, un café expreso y un agua con gas. Ya, gracias. Es increíble, absolutamente, es precioso. Los que alcanzaron a escuchar y ver, pueden ver lo potente que es esta tremenda orquesta con el coro atrás, dirigida por la maestra Joan Summers. So, I still be alive. I still be alive after the full emotional moment. I remember the concert and I listen now like, wow, it's amazing. Because I was in, so I enjoyed. But now, as like, I think, I don't know, I don't have the words exactly for what I feel because it's incredible the work and also the energy of Joan is amazing. And I like that you are the next one. No, I feel that for me you are the next one. So you are traveling, you are there, you are in the meetings, you are organizing, you have the concert, you are the premieres, you are there, you write me say yes I can go, yes I can represent a little bit United States in FIA 2024.
Well, all of that
So I am
remains to be seen, but I've certainly learned and am continuing to learn a lot as I continue to study. Study never stops, you know?
yes. So we say the sky is the limit. Depend of each one, how many they put, how much we want to learn. And when you stop. But with the example of Joanne is like I say that in all life there in the United States. When I become old, I want to be like her. I want to organize my 90th birthday with a night tennis here in Chile. And she's
Yes,
an incredible example about the accordion situation and development. Yes.
absolutely. You know,
So how do you feel with yes, how do you feel about that situation of the development of the accordion in the United States?
so the accordion in the United States is becoming, it's growing. There's no question it's growing. I think we had some downtime over some years, but right now it is absolutely on a comeback. I mean, you can see how many people attended this festival in Kansas City. And my student body is growing daily. People have an interest in the accordion, and my goal is to teach them to play well, no matter what style they want to play, whether it's folk music or jazz, whatever genre, or classical. I just want them to play it well. And so that's my goal. That's my personal goal. Um, and,
Mhm.
uh, and to to bring the accordion to the concert stage in the United States. We're getting there. You know, people are starting to recognize it. Radu Ratoy just won that marvelous competition in New York, and he will be concertizing throughout, I hope, throughout the United States, bringing a new light. I mean, the concert I did the other day in California, that audience left with a whole new
Mhm.
understanding of the accordion, something they had never experienced before.
Yes. So I need to say congrats to your work because now we're going to start to talk about the ATG Association. And you finished your work as a president. So I think I want to know what is the work of president of ATG. What is the consistent of the work of the ATG? When born the ITG? What is the ITG Association? Because we have here a foundation. It's absolutely not the same because we are an institution that uh, we bring culture, we organize things, but we are not open to all the people who want to organize with us. But you as association, you have a democratic things, we change president because you are more organized than us because we are starting. So we start we have the idea, we compare the idea, we make it. So we don't talk too much for decide what is better, what is good. We are just making things. But the association have another things. Even I am part, I think here, look, I have in my back. I all the time travel with that, with the
Beautiful.
HG, of course, because I feel part of that. And my dream is know all about our continent and the accordion stuff. So I want to know more about the ATG and your work as a president there.
Sure. Well, I think the ATG is probably the leading organization in the United States. It's not a club. We're not a club. We are a professional organization with a mission of elevating the accordion and of teaching to the highest standards and performing to the highest standards. As I said, it doesn't matter what genre. So we do workshops, you know, every other Wednesday. We have an online workshop for our members to come and learn something. You know, we're going to add a little bit of music theory to that as well. Our membership is growing. Our membership is from around the world. It's not just the United States. So, you know, it's beneficial to all. We're a part of the Confederación Internacional des Acordionistas. We're a member, a premier voting member there. So this organization, the ATG, is about teaching, it's about performing, it is about organizing and bringing people together. We also have a forum for teachers to come together and talk about issues. So I would say it is the leading professional organization in the United States. And
So congratulations for that. And I can confirm all the Wednesday I receive all the emails, but with the hour, no, with the different hour time zone, it's just
yeah.
when my best moment for my lesson. So when I am free, I am sure I'm going to say hello. I confirm.
Well, I'll tell you, all of the workshops are available later. They're all available online to members. The members can watch them anytime throughout. That you just go to the members only section and you click on it and you can see
Yes,
any.
it's true. I need to be more in the page of the members to understand more how it works because I learn a lot in the HED association. I really learn. So when I go to Europe to learn, I understand it's huge. We need more accordionists for make that. But when I go to the ATG, we are less accordionists, so it's more easy to learn about all the organization, the stuff, the I don't know what is the name of the merch that you have in the stores, the scores, the CDs, all the things that you organize for make the association work. So it's amazing. In that, how you choose like each Wednesday you have the artists who make some lessons or some masterclass or lecture about different stuff. Or how you choose the full program because you have minimum 4 Wednesday per month. So in 4 months is 16 lecture difference.
Well, it's not every Wednesday. It's the first and third
Ah,
Wednesday of the month, right? But or
perfect.
second, it might be the second and fourth Wednesday. But it's all on our website. How do we choose? We have a committee that thinks about what do we think our members are interested in, what would they like to hear. We have covered conducting. We have covered, last night was a session about what is music therapy, which is a growing
Mhm.
profession here in the United States. So that was a very, very good program. But then Michael Bridge recently did a session on fingering. How do you plan your fingering? Grayson Macefield has done a session on bellows. What do you think about with your bellows? And Joanne Summers has done numerous workshops for us on various topics, including our syllabus. Our syllabus is a big deal and very useful to teachers and students alike. It gives you a measure of how am I progressing? Am I covering the material I need to cover, both as a student and or a teacher? So the syllabus is available for everyone to purchase, but it's a tool. It's a tool for both students and teachers. So it's an important tool. I would encourage anyone to take a look at
Mhm.
it. You might need to translate it, of course.
Okay, I'm going to translate. It was a big sentence. Ok, lo que le estoy contando a Marianne es acerca de la asociación de la ATG Association, que de la cual yo tengo la suerte de ser miembro, tengo aquí mi chapita honoraria de miembro de la ATG. Y la ATG es una asociación que nace con el objetivo de ser una asociación que ella dice que es la asociación líder en Estados Unidos, que lidera obviamente todas las actividades de acordeón, todo lo que son los workshops, seminarios, clases, conciertos, festivales, también las orquestas de acordeones, y que el objetivo de ellos no es ser los más profesionales, sino que cualquier persona que toque pueda tocar bien, pueda aprender y pueda tener acceso a la educación del acordeón. Entonces ellos en la asociación hacen incluso charlas online que son cada dos miércoles a la semana, que son lecturas y que empieza a hablar de que cada una de estas personas que va exponiendo diversos temas. Que, por ejemplo, Michael Bridge de Canadá habló sobre las digitaciones, cómo digitar en el acordeón. Grayson Mansfield habló sobre los fuelles, de qué manera nosotros podemos usar mejor la forma del fuelle. Joan Summers ha hecho un montón de charlas y seminarios donde ya ha hablado de las cosas que ella conoce y que al fin y al cabo la asociación busca eso, profesionalizar el acordeón y también darle la oportunidad a todas las personas que puedan acceder. Todas estas charlas quedan grabadas, obviamente, para todos los miembros. Para poder acceder a ella uno tiene que hacerse miembro y existen distintas formas de ser miembro. Lo pueden buscar como ATG en Google, Association ATG en Google. Pueden encontrar ahí toda la información sobre la asociación. Y por último, ellos están en ese trabajo, también son parte de la CIAE, que es la Confederación Internacional del Acordeón. Entonces también ellos son premium members, que son los miembros que tienen derecho a voto para todo lo que significan las elecciones dentro de estas grandes confederaciones de acordeón donde se desarrolla y se decide un poco, se conoce lo que se trabaja en diferentes países con el acordeón y se van definiendo y conversando sobre las nuevas posibilidades de avanzar, aprender de otros. Y lo más importante es un silabario que ellos tienen, que es un método que ellos han desarrollado en donde ellos tienen todo un desarrollo sobre la educación del acordeón, que es algo que han desarrollado como ATG, de lo cual ellos están súper orgullosos y que cualquier persona, ella dice que debería tener acceso a este silabario para poder ver y aprender. El silabario también lo pueden encontrar en la página de la ITG para conocer sobre pedagogía y metodología. So I remember all. I was thinking, and the last one is the syllable. Okay, we talk about pedagogical, about the association, about the Wednesday meetings, about the orchestras, about your career, about John Summer. But now I have a new question. That is mean the association, the ATG, really believe in the development of the accordion. And this year you make two premieres in the festival, or not? One is from the piece that we listen.
Yes.
And also, yes?
We did two world premieres for the orchestra, and the ATG commissioned both of those pieces, one by Ian Watson from England, and the other was Gorka Hermosa from Spain. And we also brought Gorka Hermosa to the United States to perform and do a workshop. And he's an amazing person and obviously a marvelous musician and composer. So it was a joy. It was a true joy to bring a new element to the United States. He had not been to the United States before, so we were happy to have him. And I have to say, silly thing, but when he first arrived, we were still in the social mode, and we took him to a country bar because you were there, because we were
I
in
remember it was like, I really feel in America. Like, hey, that is the best moment ever. I'm never going to forget that. It was amazing night.
and then Gorka
And
ended up
was all
wearing,
together.
yes, Gorka ended up wearing a cowboy hat instead of his traditional fedora that he wears at all
Yeah.
his concerts. So, but yes, we had those two world premieres. In fact, Stas Vanglewski also did a premiere of a mini movement piece that he wrote for Joanne to honor her 90th birthday. So we had a lot happening at the ATG this year indeed, at the
Yes,
festival.
it's amazing. Okay, lo que yo le preguntaba era sobre de la forma en la que ellos crean con el desarrollo del acordeón. Están muy conscientes también que el estreno de piezas nuevas, las premier, son muy importantes en el desarrollo. Y este año en el festival hubo varios estrenos, entre ellos uno de Van Slash, que hizo un estreno de muchos pequeños movimientos de distintos como paisajes para Joan. También estrenaron de Ian Watson, un compositor de Inglaterra, eh, y Gorka Hermosa le dicen ellos, con la H, que es Gorka Hermosa del País Vasco, que es de España. Ellos estrenaron una obra que se llama Oparoa, que es una pieza que fue escrita para orquesta de acordeones y percusión y que fue estrenada en la ATG en la World Cup de este año. Y lo más importante de esto es que la ATG invitó a Gorka y trajeron a Gorka a Estados Unidos para que estuviera presente en la premiere. Y en términos también contó unas anécdotas del recibimiento de Gorka en Estados Unidos. So you think it's a good idea if we listen the opera? Yes?
Yes,
Although,
yes.
ok, bueno, vamos entonces a escuchar por la orquesta de la ATG, una orquesta de acordeones, también estoy ahí en la esquina al lado izquierdo. Vamos a escuchar esta pieza de Gorka Hermosa con este tremendo formato de orquesta que ustedes pueden ver aquí. Así que comenzamos a escuchar entonces el estreno de esta obra de Gorka Hermosa, que le enviamos un gran saludo también, que también pronto esperemos tener nuevamente en Chile. It's amazing. It's super nice. It's super nice when we have that kind of premieres.
Yeah.
And also they have a Gorka there, so it's amazing work. It's really great. So, you was looking at videos before or no?
Oh,
Are you?
sure. I've watched the video many times. Yes, yes, it's fun. It's fun to relive it, isn't it? It's just fun. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah. It's first time I watch it, and it's
Ah,
nice. It's like
yeah,
yes. It's sometimes we make a lot of work, but I don't stop to see what I make. I say,
yes, yes,
wow, we make a lot of things, and that was like how much? 3 months ago? 4 months ago?
yeah. Well, there's also the
Yes.
ATG YouTube page that would have the full concert. Everything from that orchestra concert is there.
Okay, we go directly to YouTube to see. So you say we are here now. I was looking at ATG. We are
Yes,
going to look here. We need to put maybe accordion. Yes, we
yes.
find.
Mhm.
So, los invito entonces a seguir la página de la ATG. Ustedes se suscriben ahí. Ahora estamos suscritos. You want one follower. Y
Yes,
dentro de esta misma página, ustedes pueden mirar todos los videos, conciertos. Aquí están cada uno de los conciertos que hemos escuchado ahora y hemos visto. Estos son resúmenes, por ejemplo, envíos o cosas que le hicieron a Joan Summer, que está acá. Está todo. Los conciertos de Michael Bridge del 2022. Es un sinfín de actividades que ustedes pueden ver. O sea, es increíble el trabajo que están haciendo desde el 2016, imagínense. Mucho trabajo para poder ver aquí. Así que los invito a suscribirse en la ATV. Y aquí ustedes pueden también acceder directamente a la página de la HTG y pueden entrar perfectamente a todas las actividades que están haciendo. Si ustedes quieren conocer las sesiones, ver el álbum de fotos, si quieren hacer también alguna donación, pueden ir a inscribirse acá. Para las personas que son miembros, obviamente tienen todo su espacio de miembros, así que ya saben dónde encontrar la ACG. So, Marianne, we are so happy, but the time is like running with us. I'm going to say some advice. No, not advice. I need to make like commercial part. I need to make the publicity for the concert in Spanish. Bien, chiquillos, entonces a los que están sintonizando el video los invito. Hoy día a las 5 vamos a comenzar con una masterclass de cueca. Vamos a conocer cueca chilena y después a las 6:30 vamos a tener la posibilidad de trabajar en una masterclass con el maestro Diego Vitasovic de Croacia, con quien vamos a poder conocer y ver algunos aspectos técnicos del acordeón a botones. Así que los dejo invitados para que sintonicen todas las actividades que vamos a hacer del festival del día de hoy. Y para cerrar la noche, vamos a tener un concierto de bohemia chilena junto a Diego Vitasovic. Así que no se lo pierdan, va a estar buenísimo el festival el día de hoy. Así que los dejo desde ya invitados. So, Marianne, so we are like almost in the last part of the interview. We are in the last part of the interview. The last part is like when we finish. So first, I am really, really happy for you. You are here, like you take your time for make that interview with me, for know more about you, for know more about United States, for know about Summers, and also for know about the ATP and the movement, the big movement that you have in the United States. I want to say we want to invite you to Chile. In one moment you need to make that connection because we are super happy to have you here, and we are really curious about the situation in all the continents. We all the time look to Europe, but we have things up too, or in our neighbors, in Latin American neighbors,
Yes.
and we want to know the movement because we, as a foundation, we want to impulse the development of the accordion, and we have a big sample in the United States. That association is amazing, and we have a course in our institute about that word is different, it's super difficult in English. In Spanish, it's metodología. So it's the method for teach. I don't know, must be like pedagogical stuff, no? And I think we want to invite you for in one moment, like make a conversation about the situation of the pedagogical stuff, because we are writing a book in Spanish for our cultures, for our teachings, and we are making an experiment with students. We are talking, we are creating, we are making statistics. So I think it's going to be really interesting because if we like to talk about accordion and teaching, so the new things they are really important for have that opinion of external people that can help to us. So I want to make and extend that invitation to you. I think for next year or in one moment I'm going to invite you formally for that course because people is really interesting. We have a seminar on Monday with the Serbian girl, Dragana Kuzmanovic. She's incredible about the situation of Serbia. They have a full system in the accordion from the kindergarten to the doctor or on PH.
Yes.
We also invite people from Argentina, from Mexico, and we are so near that we need to be all together to start to connect our thoughts about accordion. So I am so happy really to have you here. Thank you for your time. And now is the moment that you can say to us a message for the next generation, for the future generations. What do you want to share with us? We are really happy to listen to you.
Well, thank you. First, I want to thank you very much for this invitation to be here with you, and I'm delighted. I think that this opportunity to exchange ideas as you're discussing about something for the future, this idea to exchange ideas and experiences, I mean, that's how we all grow. That's how we all become better and become united. It's very important. It's good to learn about what's happening in other places and to take what is useful and apply it to your own. I would encourage you and perhaps any of your students to come to the ATG in 2025. We already have a marvelous concert lineup planned. We will have many opportunities to learn. I think it would be beneficial to you and your students, and I think that's what we're all about: coming together, teaching, learning, experiencing.
we are working. I have a student that he was won last weekend, the competition, national competition here in Chile. He's 16. So we talk about go to ATG next year in Chicago. So after FIA, we are start fixing with the government to pay the tickets and the transportation, and I think we are going to be there, both of us. And maybe I'm going to invite a student from Costa Rica also, because it's more near than go to Europe, and I think it's interesting for her see what they have near. So I think we are going to be a lot of people there, and we are, as a foundation, we are super happy with the invitation, and I really want to go there. So I'm sure if we finish the festival, okay, if I survive to the festival, I'm going to be, I want to be part of the HG 2025 in Chicago.
Fantastic.
So thank you, Marianne, for your time. Thank you for all the music that you share. I really take the example of the orchestras. In one moment, I'm going to put a big choir in our orchestra. And I want to finish the interview with the Carmina Burana because it's wonderful. It's amazing. It's so huge. And I think it's a really, normally that is the opening, no, but we're going to use for the interview. So thank you, Marianne, for your tempo. Thank you for being part of FIA 2024. We are so glad for having you here. And really, we need to work for have a little piece of the United States here in our accordion world in Chile. And I hope we can invite you to make something here in Chile or some members of the ATE. And we need to connect our biggest continent. And thank you again.
Thank you, and thank you for all the work you do for the accordion. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Marianne. So, vamos cerrando entonces esta última entrevista. Nos vamos con O Fortuna de Carmina Burana, Joan Sommer en los arreglos y también la dirección, con la orquesta de la ATG en el cumpleaños, en la celebración de cumpleaños número 90 de Joan Sommer, quien es la directora también aquí. Así que para despedirnos, nos vamos con esta tremenda orquesta y el tremendo.
Sing